guys should know by now when I say a certain time, that's just a suggestion.
You know what? Damn this being late too, because that whole intro, it gave me extra time to realize that I hate this.
Wait, what? Wait.
Doctor Strange and I have like the same hair thing going on.
Oh, I thought you meant you hate the figure. I was
No.
like, what? No, I saw your video of replacing the old one with the new one.
No, right. And I was like, oh man, this is such, I've been waiting for, classic Strange. And I was like, God damn it, I can see myself in this.
And you would think there's a spell for hair color or something.
Well, he looks sophisticated. I just look like I need to get a haircut so you can't see it.
by the mystic bands of Vidal Sassoon. Perfectly black hair.
Yeah.
It's not age, it's wise. It makes you wiser.
It was the second child.
You know what? 100%. I never had heartburn until the second child. And when I was like, what is this? I may be having a heart attack. She was like, that's heartburn. Shut up. That's how it works.
Oh, but yeah, okay. I'm not doing the mustache though. That's for sure.
What? Going full beard, huh?
Steven can pull it off. I can't do the mustache.
Oh, got some knives. My teeth are moist. They're not too dry, not too wet.
Old moist tooth and foot leg.
I went yesterday. I saw it. We're not going to talk about it because Vives hasn't seen it.
I have not seen it.
But I enjoyed it very much. There you go. Look at these wet tooth varmints. in case you don't know, Wade, the other night, somehow we got on the subject of he hates wet teeth in movies. And he specifically went with Charlton Heston in the Omega Man when he's driving and smiling real big. And he was like, nope. I saw how wet his teeth were, turned off the movie. I've never seen the rest of it. I know. That's my face. That's kind of exactly how I looked.
I feel like that's the type of thing that I don't want to know, or be called out as something I should pay attention to because it's going to be really freaking distracting.
Well, we went down a rabbit hole of sometimes actors put Vaseline on their teeth in order to make them more thing. And apparently that's where he was going without even knowing that's where he was going.
Well, if it's Vaseline, okay. I'm going to digress instead.
Yeah. Here you go. Veebs is the Sorcerer Supreme.
If I was, I would be like casting more spells for some cool shit.
You could be old Professor X.
Obadiah.
Or Obadiah. That came later.
Yeah,
the most prominent bald person in
Obadiah. I mean, Favreau should be sending you
royalty checks.
3-cent royalty checks because, man.
Yeah, he's like, man, I was watching YouTube one night and I ran across this toy channel and it was boom. There's my look for Obadiah. This is what I'll do with. Too bad it was.
And Bridges was like, far out, man, and boom, there it was.
Hey, man. Too bad it was like 7 years before we even put anything on YouTube.
Well,
was that 2009, 2011? 2011, huh? 10?
Iron Man? It seems like a lifetime ago at this point.
It does. I was like, man, my kids were small.
Hey, guess what? That was back in I'm just going to go see this movie at 3:00 on a Wednesday because I don't have kids.
Oh, you know what? I don't. Oh, shit. I can't even tell you the last time. That was 25 years. I say, as I just went to Batman yesterday. Me and a buddy just blasted up the highway north an hour to get to the fancy theater to watch Batman. So
rocking down the highway.
The top was down, hair in my beard.
If you would have driven up here for the movie and the top was down, you would have gotten hailed on yesterday. Holy crap. I hate hail.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Iron Man was 2008.
Those
What's happening
carefree
better
days.
Oh, quite a few. 2008, 2008, 2008.
Yeah.
Veebs. Yeah, you would. Like a never-ending toy room. You're just walking down it, and it just keeps...
It like refracts and it's a new hallway or something like that. Right? Yeah.
You have to turn a knob, and it's like Masters of the Universe section.
Well, I should actually be able to conjure that, because like Strange isn't by himself right now. I got two sorcerer. Well, I guess maybe Mickey now is going to be Doctor Strange's apprentice, since they technically live in the same universe, right?
Oh yeah. Either way, you got a lot of magic this week.
Yeah, Yen Sid's going to be replaced in Fantasia by Doctor Strange.
I got my Doctor Strange. I haven't opened them yet. Do you like the sleepy head?
I like it a lot. I just think that I don't have the space to display two Doctor Stranges when I really want, just
right.
It's really cool. It's a great idea. I really like it. I feel bad because I'm not likely going to use it very much, because it is so cool.
Oh, did you get any Skrull infiltrators?
I did. I did. I got a couple of them for now. I took pictures with 4 of them, but a couple of them are going to Pabs. But they're cool. I like the...
Did you open his to take pictures of?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, hell yeah. Short-term army building.
Yeah, because they were gonna be opened anyway before I ship them. So it's like, that's easy. Yeah, the scrolls are cool. I like the gritty teeth one expression the best, but it's cool to have a couple of different options for sure.
I've missed every army builder on Pulse. Well, I sat on the fence until it was too late, and
for the scrolls.
Yeah, well, on any of them, I didn't get any Hellfire. When it came back around and they put it back up for pre-order, I was like, okay, these do look cool. I'm an X-Men guy. I probably need a couple of these. I put in an order. Pulse canceled those orders.
1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? When the next time you're up here, I'll send you back with a couple of them, because I've got like 6 of them, I think, and I don't need that many.
I'm not saying that there is too many of any army builder figure, but if you're looking over going, how many do I have?
Well, one was kind of obscured behind the other one, so I wasn't sure if I had 4 or 5 or 6, but I generally don't get odd numbers. So,
well, I'll trade you this for a Hellfire Club.
Heck yeah!
Because that's coming to you.
Heck yeah!
Yeah. I couldn't get past the Hellfire butt faces. Oh, now you put that in my head. You're looking down at all those butt faces.
Well, the thing is that they're very close to front butt mojo. So I've got butt faces and front butt.
Oh, you got them up on your butt shelf? Oh.
They're close to, they're all on the butt shelf.
Anything with butt in it makes me think, because Dustin, Just Thunder, I play video games with him several times a week, and whenever he doesn't like anything, he'll go, "That's butt cheeks." So I can't hear the word or see the word butt without going, "Man, those are butt cheeks." Oh, new mojo coming. Get your mojo running. Head on. Are you writing butt cheeks down? Is that what you're doing?
I'm looking at front butt cheeks right now, actually.
oh, you were frozen looking down. I thought you were.
Oh,
I thought you were
oh.
pen and paper.
No, I can't. I've lost the desire to try to accurately track rumors and leaks and stuff like that
Oh,
because
dude.
it's too much. It's
Yeah,
like,
no.
oh, okay, I'll hear about it. We'll see if that happens. And then like 8 months later, it's like, oh, I guess it did happen. I'd forgotten about that. But that's cool because it's like finding out about it twice.
It's something new. I have selective toy memory.
Mm.
Until we see plastic, I don't really. I mean, yeah, we'll see the list or something. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. But that'd be cool. I Harry Potter it right out of my brain and stick it down in a.
Well, and speaking of, it's like then it's a whole other thing for it to arrive, right? Because I think the last time we were on, I was talking about how I still hadn't gotten the Migs and Fennec
Oh,
black. They came this week. I got like
oh,
tons of stuff decided to find its way to my house this week. So I'm like, finally, is that current now? Maybe.
yeah, that's current ish.
Well, I still haven't gotten any of the Rogue One redos because I think Baze is still. I'm still waiting on Baze for that whole order to ship right now. So
I've seen him pop up in a couple of other places. I got Chirrut and I got Bodhi. That would be a waste of time. I can't hear Bodhi without going,
Bodhi.
you talk. Give me two.
but Bodhi, along with Cassian and Jin, were the ones that I was really.
The problem with that wave is that I had already went through eBay from Camaro Dude and gotten a bunch of repainted right before they announced those. So I haven't been in too much of a hurry, but I'm liking the look of what I've seen.
See, I haven't been either because I've got some Benti repaints.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But even then, I think Cassian was like really freaking hard to get without that print going. He's got that. He's got that Vigo, Aragorn, and Han Solo, Harrison Ford thing going on. Just hard to get without that photo real stuff.
Oh shit! The Adventures of Front Butt, Foot Leg, and Moist Mouth.
Moist.
We are building quite the offshoot GI Joe team. They're not the A team. They may not even be the D team, but they're somewhere down there. It's when all the Joes get wiped out. This signal goes out, and these guys are finally. It's been 25 years, but I'm going in.
You know, you said like that moist mouth things comes from the wet teeth thing, but now when I hear that, that mouth sound that's oh, that kills me. That kills me.
No, they can't be the Z team. They have to have some kind of specialty.
F team.
You got to throw in dick bullets too. Shit. Yeah.
Oh, God.
But that became a thing on Monday Fwoosh Live because of the hood. His power effects, they look like dick bullets.
Oh.
But now Dick Bullets is our private investigator. He's probably he solves the mysteries of the G.I. Joe team.
Mm.
Dick Bullets. The
mystery of why they want to fall down and almost kill my classic wrestling display this past week.
But like I said, you told me it only hit the skirts, which is the
Heenan family
hardest part of the
wiped out. The Heenan family was wiped out.
Oh, really? They went straight for the
and that's like my favorite. I mean, I'm a heel guy anyway, and that's like my favorite stable ever. So it was like, oh, you mess with my boys.
If it had been in my brain, and again, we talked about if it had fallen on the figures inside of the ring, it would have been very self-contained. But I don't think. I think that would have been harder to put back together than figures falling all the way off onto the floor.
So I've got the like authentic scale ring where I just put all of them in the ring, right? But that's got like a cloth ring mat on it. So I have a piece of plexiglass that I cut to fit to sit down in there, so they're actually standing on plastic. Because the thing about that self-contained thing, if like more than one fall over in that, you have to take everybody out and start from scratch. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Because you have that thing stuck. You can't fit another figure in there. They are stuffed in there so like
Yeah, that's
crotch
why
to
like the
butt,
Heenan
shoulder to
family and
shoulder.
whatnot are out
Yeah.
front on the mats out below the ring. Yeah.
Some of those guys are just like peeking through other people's between
Yeah.
their shoulders and stuff. Hey,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
going on?
But yeah, I like this. I like this Strange. It's strange that the cape doesn't come off, but not like I'd be posing him without the cape. And if I want the cape as its own, thing, I've got that old one. So
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open this sometime this week. It would have been cool to have. Well, I don't know. I've got quite a few flight stands just hanging about that I can donate to here.
oh yeah, I've definitely got that going on, because yeah, you can kind of do the cross-legged thing. You might put a slit down the side of down the right side of the skirt. He's got it on the left side to help
Mhm.
get the leg kicked out, but not on the right side.
Oh yeah,
That might help if you do that.
and then put a stand to have them floating.
Yeah, because
Oh, you've got a stand right there.
that's the good part about the cape being attached is that on a stand it's not gonna mess up when it's on there. So
Because part of me wishes it just easily came off, but it's glued down from what I've heard, right?
yeah, it's it's at the shoulders, I think, where it's glued down, not on the back, because it's not because
Oh.
this because the plug's not even there like on the old one, and the hole's not in the back of this torso, so it's literally glued to the shoulders, I think. Or not the shoulders, the
Collar.
little strip of plastic between the neck and where the shoulders are, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I guess to the lats.
Wait a second. Felix Toys Batman. Thomas Wayne.
I was just finding out about the
Ink
ink
blot.
blot.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
no idea that was a thing
There's
until
a second order up right now for pre-order if you want to get on that.
It's a scale, man. It's cool, but
Scale. Oh, it's a little tall.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little tall for. I think he's 5'5",
Uh-huh.
5'6", something like that. He's
Yeah.
about 6 foot on the figure, but oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is the eye glued down?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, and that's one thing that the old one had going for it too, is that it had like just a little bit of silver on the eye, where this is all just solid. It's like my daughter pointed it out. She's like, "Well, that one's not painted as well." It's like, "What are you talking about?" And sure enough, she
Really?
was right.
Oh, what is this? Oh no, that's not Felix Toys. You talking about the SSR Studio? Because I see that now. Is that? Did that just go up? 1/12 body exactly Mezco size. It's usage. GW Toys.
GW.
Toys. Oh, what am I going to do here? Let's see. Let's share this screen. Share screen. Go here. Go here. Hey, look. Hey, look. I updated my computer. It's finally, it got a restart.
Huh.
This isn't bad.
Night of Vengeance.
I'm not a big Thomas Wayne guy, but I like the look of the. There's something about the red instead of the yellow on the chest piece thing.
Yeah, I don't know what I would. Yeah.
You need more figures to pull from.
Well, Yeah, I was. Yeah. I don't know. I've been out of the stories for so long.
Ooh,
That looks cool.
yeah. Well, kind of small once you get it against the body, but
Yeah.
Thomas Wayne, Knight of Vengeance. And this isn't Batman, guys.
It's the
This is
Ninth of Vengeance.
Knight of Vengeance.
Huh.
Do 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 do. He's on pre-order. Yep, that's exactly where I went to. As soon as you said, "Oh, an import figure," that's where I went. Go find it there. Yeah, that's
Huh.
pretty cool. I'll give it a more deep dive here next week.
Deep diver.
Deep diver.
Deep diver.
Oh, yeah, need Joker Martha Wayne to go with them. I've never heard of SSR Toys.
There are
Or,
so many.
well, I think they do that on purpose. This may be
Mm-hmm.
a different name from last year, and they got to keep moving.
Yep.
We're not making licensed product. Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I've been hearing people do that too. Paint wipe on Doctor Strange, the yellow trim, or taking a like Gundam markers with an orange of some kind and tracing the line on the cape. Oh, it makes it pop.
Yeah. I bet it does. I get nervous about that with
Yeah.
exclusives that I don't expect to ever see.
Well, the thing
I was
about it,
just happy that this shipped.
I got a lot of nice lessons whenever I did the shocker. I did like a gray,
Oh yeah.
or no, I did a brown in there, and it was messy and stuff. And people were saying, well, all you need is like a magic eraser or a Q-tip or something. Just wipe it off real quick it before it dries, or even after it dries.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Since it sounds like you would really like another crack at it to practice, is I'll just send you mine when it arrives, and you can
How
like
about
get it
how about
right.
I how about I come up to your house with a brown Gundam marker and
Perfect. I got magnifiers.
yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely have to use magnifiers. Oh, use a brown Gundam marker on yellow, which is essentially what I did shocker, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give that a shot. Wow.
Did you get an order for binary in?
No,
No.
I'm skipping that one.
It's cool
I,
that she showed up because it gives me a little bit of faith for
yeah, show off.
this
Show off
guy
your Zemo.
that I got from overseas. This was the one though that I don't know, with like binary and whatnot. It's like I'll wait, and we'll see. But Zemo was like, nope, that's the one that I'd pop for
Yeah,
early.
I'm much
So
more interested in. I like Carol. I like
so
all
so do
that,
I.
but I I wasn't around for the binary thing, or I didn't read any much with her in that costume, in that look.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, it's like when I was really into like she was Warbird. Warbird is my Carol.
Warbird is my Carol. Yeah. Yep.
And
Let's see.
and
Wait,
I
wait, wait. And I was already missing it, but somebody mentioned. Hold on. Let me try to find a picture of it. Do 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 do. Do you remember this?
oh the
Somebody mentioned this in a
the
Fwoosh
anticipation
comment,
is terrible. I hope.
and I was like, "Wait a second, I do remember that from Rugrats."
Yeah, that was what's her name's doll, right?
Angelica's, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would never be able to buy that and not see this.
Hold on.
Oh, did you already get it?
Yeah.
No shit. I gotta. Any more Master Views? I've picked up 2 and 3 of Masterverse, and I got the 2-pack with Orca, which I think what I was most excited about, but I haven't got a chance to take a look at
No,
them.
I can't unsee it, you bastard.
I told you.
Oh.
Cynthia. There you guys go.
Cynthia. Yeah. Wow. Damn. Yeah, I like Warbird.
Yeah. We haven't gotten well, I mean, I know it's an older costume, but and I know it wasn't Carol, but the Captain Marvel costume from Dark Avengers, I guess Moonstone was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that costume too.
Yeah. Yeah, Masterverse. I think I'm current through series 3 now, right? I don't have Triclops or Trapjaw yet.
Nah, I don't have those either.
I think Triclops hit pile of loot maybe though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Trapjaw is still out there, and I don't know. I'm gonna see
Hold on.
the
I've got them up.
the merman. The merman wave's gonna have to the merman wave, and then the one I think the one after that hasn't been. I've seen rumors that the one after that isn't going to be based off Revelation. I don't know if that's true, but I need that to speak
these, right?
to me. That's the Merman wave with Tila, right? These two and Merman and Tila.
Oh,
I
okay.
think, right?
Right. I think so. Now that you say that.
Yeah. I don't know. This He-Man is not doing it for me.
I like. Well, okay. Not this head.
Yeah.
This head.
Yeah.
Which is the same head, but it's definitely 2 different hair applications.
Right.
Or 2 different factory lines or something. I want this for my first He-Man. And then I'm kind of cool with the helmet and shoulder pads and
so the helmet is a callback to that like Tony Guerrero He-Man sculpt from way back, which it's a very cool thing to do. I'm kind of it's at a disadvantage. This one's at a disadvantage with me because I have a zombie Hama, one that he made for classics He-Man that is dope.
Yeah.
So it's like this doesn't look as good as that, but that's not fair.
I'm still using the Origins head from the Sky Sled.
You know, it's so funny about Origins because the primary thing that kept me from getting into that line in the first place was the He-Man and to a lesser extent Skeletor heads, and they have completely fixed that so much that I'm very glad for it. They need some help here, though. This is an improvement for sure. But the other one head, I can't decide if I love the idea of a bone beard or if it's just so dumb.
Well, I mean,
there's a real metal quality to that, but
it's already a talking skull on top of a fully fleshed body. You know?
Yes, but let's be real here. Okay.
I want some realism in my Masters of the Universe.
I realize that's stupid to say, but it's just,
no.
I saw that and I was like, wait, what?
Well, I like that it changes it up because again, I would use this. Well, like this cape is terrible. I can already tell it's going to be terrible.
The cloth capes have been terrible in that line.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for on the Skelegod.
Yeah.
But use this as Barbarian Skeletor and then flip this over to my original one. Even though I've gotten a couple of custom ones, I'm still interested in seeing how that would work.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Merman's the MVP of that wave anyway, so
Robo's beard is bone. Oops. Almost put you on timeout. Sorry. that little extra click there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm giving it a couple more waves, but that wave's starting to turn into, or Masterverse is kind of turning into, I'm not sure why I collect this. We'll see though.
Yeah, at the time, it's not a. It's like Transformers for me. It's not my pride and joy. It's not my bread and butter. It's not the love of my life.
Well,
I just pick
and
them up
that's
when
the
I see
thing.
them.
There's some pretty good figures in that line, but an essentially 6-7 inch scale He-Man line, I should be a lot more excited about than I am day to day. And it's like I like Origins better.
There's some
Ooh,
heartstrings pulled with Origins. Who is this?
Mandora?
No, this is Boomerang Space Cop. Yeah.
Have you ever heard her talk?
Huh?
Have you heard her? Have you heard her voice?
No.
She sounds like a female version of a hybrid between anything John Wayne has ever said and Dirty Harry.
Oh,
And
really?
she's a space cop. It's definitely a choice, but it's hilarious. I can't wait for this.
Wait. She is a space cop?
Yeah,
Oh my God. Really?
that's her thing. She's a space cop.
Maybe it's something subliminal, or maybe it's something I remember back here from way back in the day, but I know
Yeah.
nothing about this when I called her a space cop.
You didn't?
No, I was just making fun of what I thought she looked like. Well, okay, where I got it from, the head reminded me of RoboCop, and that's where I went with, oh, space cop, and she's in space and she has a boomerang.
And she
That's it.
rides a space motorcycle that they're obviously her electrocharger that they have referenced in this tease. I think that pretty much says that that's coming. So it makes me wonder if this is. I'm not quite sure that this is going to be a full Thundercats wave.
Did I throw 5 boomerangs or 6? Do you feel lucky?
Your throwing stick ideas boomeranged on us.
That's where I am too. It's I don't remember, but she looks cool.
She's gonna look
Cool.
even cooler with her bike. Have you looked up what the electrocharger looks like?
No, I haven't looked up jack and shit of this figure at all. I'd probably need to though, right?
Probably, but here's I've been thinking about this because
Lion-O.
everybody's like, oh hell yeah, Mandora and her bike, that's cool. Who else is going to be in the wave? I don't know about this though. I don't know if this is a whole wave.
Okay, wait. Where you going? Okay, sorry,
So,
I was trying to think of more Katharine Hepburn.
well, yeah,
lines,
that's actually a good that's a good one too.
Reuben. The I only know her from I really only know her from True Grit, or no, Rooster Cogburn.
Yeah.
But so the way they worded this, right? It was something about ready to jump on her bike.
Yeah.
So you're thinking this may be a deluxe release?
Well, here's the thing. Knowing what Brian Flynn has always said is that he doesn't want more than 3 outstanding waves
Right.
out there. And technically, even though I think they're like within I believe they're within weeks of happening, 4 and 2 still haven't shipped yet.
Right.
So if this was a full wave, that would be like 4 waves out there then, right? Plus, I have a feeling that if her bike is coming, I think Mandora and her bike on their own is going to be enough of a financial commitment and not have a whole wave attached to it too. And I say that because Monstar's Throne was $45. So a vehicle, I think, is going to, I don't know. We'll see.
I'd forgotten about the throne thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, okay, I had forgotten. You talking about 2 waves out there with Turtles? Wouldn't this be the 3rd that hasn't?
Turtles would be 3 now. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the unofficial maximum, that they like to have going. So I think
could be a Raph in disguise, like an exclusive somewhere, maybe.
Could be. Could be.
Seems odd. See, I think of that as more of a variant situation though that they've done with
Yeah.
exclusive so far.
I'm just wondering if it's going to be, hey, we want to make Mandora, and you can't have Mandora without her electro charger. So we're going to make them available. I have a feeling it's going to be like the whole Monstar thing is that some people are just going to want Mandora and not the bike. So I don't think that they're going to make you buy both of them. I think they're going to be separate. But I think the bike, I mean, how much is a bike like that going to be? I don't know.
In that situation, I mean, we've just looked at a Turtles wave that has four $55 figures and one $75 figure. That could work into that scenario too, where she's a regular in the wave and the bike is the $85 item or 75,
Oh,
85,
I guess
however much.
maybe that's it too. Could be. Could be. I want more
Like the
Thundercats, so
throne.
I'm excited about this. Mandora is one of those from the cartoon that it's like, man, Dora, I wish that she, a lot of people have been waiting for her to have a figure for a long
Mhm.
time, and I don't know. I can't wait to find out. Either way, I'm gonna be in for it. So,
Mandora the Evil Chaser.
yep,
Is that what she was called?
she is a space cop.
The Evil Chaser.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's exciting.
I think people were posting. I thought I saw some pictures of like without the chest armor stuff. Did she
Mhm.
appear like that somewhere too?
Yeah. Yep.
Not
Because
official, but
she was in a very early episode. Her feature episode was very early on in the cartoon. But then she came back around at least one more time, maybe a couple. I can't remember off the top of my head.
but where are the robot teddy bears? Robot teddy bears. That's hard to say. I'm trying to smash it all together. They're at Veeb's house. I've seen them. They're
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Joe Amaro made some pretty amazing ones. But yeah, that's the thing. They're this line, it's because of things. It's really now just like the way that I look at it is that series 2 and 4, they're getting ready to ship very close, right? I mean, they're on the water. Super 7 has updated us on their page that they're on the water or closer at this point. I
And
think
5 is out there, right? 5 is
5 is in production. So
okay.
I feel like that it's like we're going into chapter 2 of Thundercats, which is almost like the real like, okay, now let's go. Because we've gotten these waves that have a lot of the main characters. They're going to be taken care of now. They've had their challenges because of delays and things. And it's like with series 5, it almost feels like not a fresh start, but it's like, okay, now let's move into like the second part of this line. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun now. And Mandora and the tease for her electro charger, that's a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
They also need to come back around. Wily Kit, Wily Cat, Snarf. We haven't had Snarf at all. Now Wily Kit and Wily Cat were at that San Diego that one time.
Yeah, they
For
were,
Mattel.
but again, cat for sure. I would buy a new version of because that figure is inaccurate in a couple of places. So
Yeah.
yeah, and plus you're right, it's an exclusive. It's how many years old now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that San Diego.
Yeah. That was the one. Remember, we had to go over to the hotel to pick those up. They were like not available to purchase at the store or at the show.
We purchased before the show, right? And then picked up, or yeah.
And you had to have like the receipt thing, like your ID, like all this stuff. It was
Yeah. So
that was crazy.
So for the millions and millions collectors that's come along since then, they don't have a Wily Cat.
Yeah.
Nobody
Right.
has a Snarf.
Right.
Well, you have a
Well,
Snarf.
and a Snarfer, but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, but that's the thing. I mean, it's smart because there are a lot of characters like Mandora that someone like me who wants to go all in on a Thundercats line I want characters like this, but you gotta. I mean, the way I look at it, the way I always go back to it is that go back to DC Universe Classics. I know that's a while ago, but if you have to think about that, Martian Manhunter did not come out until series 15 of that line, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But it's keeping some of these main characters, and we're gonna get them.
Yeah. Plastic on the water.
Yeah.
And Mandora, she shoots with a laser. Bring on Safari Joe and Hachi Man.
Yep, those would be absolutely radical.
Those are Thundercats characters.
Yeah, and I've talked about ones that I'm a big Tuska Warrior fan. I'm a big Mongor fan. I mean, Mongor is like the devil. He is the devil of Third Earth, like goat leg monster devil. We
Really?
need that.
Looks like I'm going to be making up a lot more backstories in the future, huh? Because I do not recognize. I cannot picture any of these characters you're talking about.
Oh man, they're cool.
And I like going into the weekly like that. Hey, you give me a good looking action figure, and
yeah. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with Mandora. Like I said, I think that it's gonna be cool no matter what. And people are gonna get series 2 and series 4 soon, and it's gonna be like, all right, now let's get into some of this craziness.
Is she a good guy or a bad guy?
She's a good guy.
Oh, okay.
She's a space cop.
Space cop. Boomerang space cop. Iron out the kinks of nobodies so the main guys are even better. The look of the Vives is like, but no, there's no nobodies. I want them all.
Well, I mean, thinking about main characters, it's like I like that they're what they've done. I want a Toy Colors Lion-O too. Remember, like way back in the Mattel days when they first announced the line, they changed Lion-O, and because of people didn't like his face, and then but he was painted toy colors then, and then they changed him to cartoon, which is cool. That's the way that should be. But I think a Toy Color Lion-O would be a really neat variant that keeps the main character rolling along, right?
If I remember right, I liked the colors on that, but the face did.
Yeah,
I like the colors on the face, but it did look Ronald McDonald-ish because of the. I don't remember. It could have been tweaked, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot still. I think Thundercats is going to be fun for a long time.
She chases evil, not a chaser. That is evil. Yeah, okay, that could go either way.
Yeah.
She could be a dirty space cop.
That's true.
With a boomerang in space. Okay, wait. Does she use the boomerang? I mean, on the show, she's down on the ground chasing bad guys, right?
Yeah, and now I'm trying to remember, because I'll say this, that's not her primary weapon.
Yeah.
But with this being,
she'll have more stuff.
Yeah. So I can't remember for sure. But remember, Thundercats is owned by the same people who own DC Comics. So
yeah. You're a loose cannon. Turn in your badge and boomerang. Yeah.
That's the thing. If I'm remembering correctly, I don't think we ever get any more backstory on any of the other space cops that are out there or whatever,
Oh, there are more? Oh, well, I guess if she's a space cop, there would be more space cops, huh?
Yeah. But I don't think we get into that at all in the show. And yes, it is a soap gun. The bike does have a soap gun, or it did.
What? Oh,
yeah.
A gun that fires soap.
Yep.
So there's no way she can be a dirty space cop.
That is correct.
No dirty space cop.
Squeaky clean.
She's cleaning the filth out of this universe.
Rope.
Reuben. It's
And
stuck now. I don't even want to
that's
watch
the
the cartoon at this
sequel.
point.
That's the sequel to that movie. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
no. Put your hands up. You're going in. You're dirty, and I'm gonna clean you up.
My oh my.
Yeah. Mandora has a gun that fires soap.
Yep.
No. Is it soap that like covers things, or is it like bubbles and such? Or
It's
scrubbing bubble shootout?
yeah, kind of, well, I mean, it looks like people are hit with a bubble bath.
Oh, really? And it's like, does it hold them
Yeah.
in place or something? And they're like,
I
no.
don't think so. I think it's literally soap. Now I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna go watch that episode after this.
So they just stand there in shock, like, did she just really shoot me with soap? Is that what's going on
She's
here?
here to
Oh,
clean
well,
up this town, planet.
the show is about cats. So I guess trying to give them a bath that will traumatize them.
But either way, I am stoked for this figure for sure.
Oh, damn it, it's going too fast. She's from the Bath and Body precinct. Oh man, soap in the eyes does suck too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe maybe Slythe and the guys are swearing and she washes their mouths out.
Soap poisoning. She likes to bring them in clean. Any news on animated Dungeons and Dragons? Any news on NECA's? Have we seen any kind of update to those Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I don't think we have. I want to say that like when it was put out there, was it Dan that put it out there? I think I saw somebody reply to him or saw it somewhere who is a store that their shipment schedule was updated to like June for that or something. Maybe.
We haven't even seen box art pretty well.
Or
did they do
cut in
pretty
articulation.
promo? Yeah. We haven't
Yeah.
seen Jack since the initial solicitation.
Yeah.
I say it like that. God damn, NECA hasn't shown us Jack. I'm just saying it's odd for them not to give updates.
Yeah. Yeah. And yep, I am jonesing for a Willa figure in Thundercats. You betcha. Willa has got the so I'm a big Commandy fan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Breaking my heart.
And Willow recalls Commandy to me and Flower from Commandy. So I think that's why I like her.
Boy, somebody was talking about deep cuts earlier, and you're deep cutting all this show all over the place.
You know, it actually there are parts of, for God's sake, Snarfer gets tacos from a restaurant in one of the episodes, but a lot of the earlier episodes hold up pretty well. Mumra just felt like a really scary bad guy, where Skeletor was always kind of, clowny. Yeah.
And you slap him around and he goes back to Snake Mountain. It's okay.
Yeah.
He's a mild, annoying uncle that you have to send home every now and then. I can take you in dirty, or I can take you in clean.
Mm-hmm.
Boomerang space
talks like that. I can take you in dirty, or I can take you in clean.
Or I can take you in clean. You feeling clean, punk? This is the next hour is just Mandora quotes that never happened, but may make it so much better.
You are adding characterization to someone who had 0 for just a couple of days ago.
Hey man, brain
good.
stories.
That's good.
That's the best I could come up with. Hey man, brain stories. Do you mean thoughts? You dumb ass.
My brain's got stories.
My brain's got stories. I just can't get them out of my mouth.
Oh,
Headcanon is what I was looking for. That's my headcanon now.
I mean,
Mandor.
headcanon, or it's just fanfic that you don't write down, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. But it is forever out there on the internet now.
Yeah, there you go.
Hmm. I look at this as like a group effort. Chat, us, we're building stories.
Without foot leg and moist mouth and bullet dick or whatever, I mean, we
Bullet,
wouldn't have these.
you messed it up for me. That's Dick Bullets, Private Eye.
Okay. But yeah, bring this figure on, and then hopefully 2 and 4 will ship soon, and then we can get another wave.
Speaking of that, what about these turtles?
Woo, man. Look at them.
You know what?
Look at them boys.
I think we mentioned it earlier. I mean, the whole gorilla thing was, I think it caught most people off guard more than anything. I don't think it was a wild wave of negativity. Well, any toy reveal has some negativity to it, but I think it was more like, wait, what? That's not Sergeant Bananas. But then there was
There was a little cheekiness with the red herring of the teaser,
hmm.
right?
Oh well,
Yeah.
yeah, there was that too. And I think you think they knew what they were doing there.
Well, I mean,
Kind of a poke.
maybe,
Yeah,
but I'll tell you this right now. That's one badass gorilla.
it is. And like I said, it this is essentially Sergeant Bananas on a day. His regular uniform's in the laundry, and he put something else on. And
Well,
this looks kind of more badass than either of the old. Well, okay, Gorilla didn't have a toy, right?
right. I mean, he was in a magazine. That was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is essentially a different name.
Well, the thing about Sergeant Bananas, the original toy that I have up there, because he's wearing camouflage fatigues and whatnot,
Mhm.
where the name is, it says Gorilla on it.
Right, and didn't his package say something? The gorilla,
Hmm.
or yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This figure, though, I mean, because it was only like in that magazine, Super 7 and the fellas, they did some really cool design work on this. I think he looks awesome, and I'm not a guy who has a lot of nostalgia for Sergeant Bananas. I mean, I like him. I always liked him, so I didn't feel that deep pinch of regret, or whatever, that, oh, it's not, my favorite character from the vintage line. Um, but he's as wide as he is tall. That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's another thing about the price. When you look at this picture, you think, well, Robop and Triceraton and Gorilla is about all the same size, but when you start putting them side by side, and then the accessories that come with Gorilla,
He
that's
comes with so much.
that's like almost twice the plastic, I'll
Yeah,
bet, without having scales and measurements and everything.
yeah, and really, if you're I mean, there are lots of people out there who are like gorilla in general fans, monkey, you know, action figure. I mean, this is just a cool battle monkey gorilla.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, you get kind of more because I mean, the helmet didn't come off, or for well, Sergeant Bananas.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the sunglasses are that's choice. Sergeant Bananas didn't have that.
Mhm.
So
And looking at pictures of Sergeant Bananas, did he have some kind of asymmetrical one boot torn up more than the other and toes
I mean, it
sticking
was
out?
a vintage Playmates figure, so yeah.
Yeah, it's all kinds of craziness going on.
Yeah. But this is a rad and I love, okay, so he has fists, but he also, I'm using my cursor to point at it. He has fists, but he also has the resting the knuckles on the ground hands,
Mhm.
which is a different shape, which is cool.
I guarantee he can do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at those arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. And I don't even care about Sergeant Bananas or I keep trying to say Magilla Gorilla for Gorilla. I'm a
No,
big fan
he's
of the banandalier. I got it. Banandalier. I wish I had thought of that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Or you can use it as Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Tracy. Take that vest off and really kind of repaint the pants solid, and he's pretty much there.
And this, I was full on expecting. I mean, this was a swerve. I was full on expecting Undercover Donnie. All the signs pointed that direction, but I'm good with this too.
Well, me too. Because I was kind of like, well, that's kind of a cool swerve, and I'm biased because this is my favorite variant of my favorite turtle from the vintage line. So
Mhm.
so that's cool. But yeah, this is rad.
Now, it's been a long time since I've seen Revenge of the Nerds, but is this are these hairstyles are they at least reminiscent of Revenge of the Nerds?
The mohawk and the
Yeah, the
right?
spikes.
I
Am I
mean,
thinking it
they're
wrong?
they're reminiscent of the punk scene. So I
That's true, but let's see. Let's see.
and I had to look at. I'm glad that the purple hair head was shown from different angles. At first, I was looking at it and I thought they were just the front Liberty spikes, but they're not. They're all over.
Oh no, I think I was thinking wrong. That's
Mm.
I don't know why this makes me think of that. And now I got to watch this video. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
But that's yeah that it's a really cool variant because I want I mean I want all of the quote unquote first variants from the line, which include Undercover, Donatello, and Space Cadet Raph, but I want the music guys probably just more.
There's another keytar.
Yeah, the importance of the keytar in the mythos of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is something that should not be understated.
Poindexter had the spiked hair. Oh yeah, it's kind of red, isn't it? Oh, and it's pinkish over here. But yeah, I'm cool with this. But I still feel I don't get discouraged. I'd still feel kind of that empty hole that I was going to fill with Undercover Dawn. That's
Yeah,
came out way wrong, but whatever.
I feel like they weren't going to want to do the Raph and Dawn at the same time, essentially,
Okay,
right?
okay, because they were setting up with Samurai Leo and Surfer Mikey. That would have been the same assortment, right? Was Undercover Dawn and Space Raph?
Yes.
So that Raph is up in the air now, right? I mean, could be any of the variants, or what came out at the same time as Punk or Dawn. Who's talking to you?
Huh?
Are you getting messages?
No.
Why are you smiling at your screen, which looks
Because
like you're
I'm looking up I was looking up the classic rock. I was about ready to make fun of Leonardo again because he's classic rock.
oh,
Yeah, there he is. Yeah,
yeah, he's all spiky.
I just feel that I don't know. The music ones are such my I don't think we need to be worried about it. And the reason why is because I think we're just going to see turtles in a turtle in every wave, right? Whether you want to get the variants or not. So I think this is a fun swerve. I mean, I a part of me hopes that they don't open too many variant pathways to those different groups all at once.
Mhm.
Because that kind of goes back to we were talking, well, kind of talking before about the Disney Ultimates, which I am adoring. They're awesome. It's just, man, there's a lot of Disney stuff out there, so
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I'd like to build these variant teams in relatively due time, right? Because I mean, what if they decide that they want to do Raph as a variant in series, what would it be? 8?
8.
Yeah. And they do soccer Raph, right? Because he was the sports. I think he was a soccer player in the sports ones, or something like that. Then it's like, wow, we've got 3
Yeah.
variant iterations going at one time. Then that'd be a little crazy.
So you look at it. See, one point of view would be, wow, they're really digging, but there's no rhyme or reason. There's lots more variants. If I get the
Mhm.
sports raft, surely they're going to make the rest of the sports or the rest of the music ones or the
Right.
rest of the assortment that they started.
Hmm.
And with this being such a deep dive wave, it's like, oh, well, they still have other more prominent characters to get to also. So it feels like, oh, they're going to go anywhere, but at the same time, like you said, what if they don't? I mean, do you get the
Well, and
rest?
and and
Or
and this wave overall assortment shows I think a commitment to the long haul with this line for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Um, and that's great because I think it speaks to the success and hopefully the fun that they're having with this. My thing is that because of like my own tendencies or whatever, it's like I would have fun with all the different variants. I would still like to be able to have all of the sets. Like having Samurai Leonardo and Sewer Surfer Michelangelo, I have an inherent need to finish that with the other two. Now that doesn't
mhm,
mean that I need to do it immediately because sure, we've got one variant wave going. Let's introduce another one. What my thing is though is that I hope that we're only juggling a few different variant iterations at once instead of like never coming back to the other ones. Because yes, I want them, but I don't know. It's weird.
uncertainty.
Well,
But at the same time, I mean, yeah, but it's not going to happen for a while.
yeah. And frankly, that's the good part is that most of the variants they're just that, right? It just
Yeah.
happens that like with what they've done so far, that first wave of variants is very important to me, and then the music wave of variants is really important to me. Like if it was like the military guys and the sports guys or the beach guys, it's like okay, maybe we'll just pull one from here or whatever, and I'm not going to stress too much about getting every single one of them. But I
Hmm.
need all of those first variants, and I need all of the music ones badly.
Oh, where does the oh, red flag toxic relationship? Who are you talking to? Are you getting messages? I was hearing dings and I saw you smiling. I was like, what? Focus on me. No,
No, I was just
I'm
thinking
playing.
about how perfect it is that Leonardo is the classic rock turtle, where Don is punk, Mike is hip hop, and Raph is metal. It's like Leonardo's out there like jamming to sticks, and the other three are looking at him like, dude, what the hell?
Do 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 do.
But this is this is when they started the line. When they started the line, when we saw the very first figures, I was like, I don't know when or if this is ever going to happen, but it needs to happen. Is this figure right here? This is in to me. This is in Super Seven's wheelhouse, like crazy too, right?
It's just an interesting looking. It I get it. Undercover Dawn's just a trench coat and hat, but
Yeah,
yeah, at least it's not hair metal.
that's Raph. Raph's hair metal, man.
Be a synthwave turtle, Devo turtle.
He's like dark wave, and
Still pizza
that's
face.
the that's the hilarious part of it too. Is that Donatello, it's punk or Don, and he comes with a guitar.
I saw somebody ask, where does robotic Bebop come from? I saw the vintage figure, but
Toy, yeah, vintage toy.
no, because he also appeared that way in the cartoon too. Not like this, but was he a robot in the cartoon?
Well, I mean, they built what Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. I don't know if those were supposed to be like a reflect. I, I'd have to go back and check my dates. I don't know which one came first, right? The toy or the cartoon?
These, right?
Yeah. I don't know if these were in the cartoon before the Robot Bebop figure. I want to say that they were, but I
Yeah.
can't be quoted on that for sure.
Ooh, how about a Goth April and Emo Casey 2-pack?
I don't know. Casey is the sports, the in the vintage line they call them the sports warrior, so he needs to be like Huey Lewis.
This is kind of cool. I'm glad it's an easy way to get reuse out of Metalhead. Something out
It
there.
is, and that's a serious deep cut wink for sure.
Did this happen somewhere? It seems like I read a comic. Was it Donatello that got killed, or was it Michelangelo that got killed, and they put him in Metalhead for a while?
That was
Or
Donatello. That was
was it
Donatello.
Donatello?
Yeah.
Hmm. Do 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 do.
But you're right. This is a this is a cool, like I said, this is one of those if you know, you know, as far as the vintage figure goes, because I mean it was way late in the line, and I believe that it's very, very pricey to get now. So you had to really be with the Turtles vintage line, you know, at the end. But
Is this
to
like
your point,
a scratch type situation?
maybe not quite as bad, but
Yeah.
about the same time. Yeah.
Since this is like just mostly a variant of an
Right.
existing toy and character, whereas Scratch is original and an
Right.
all new sculpt and everything else.
Right. But it's cool. I love the metallic green and stuff on it. That's gonna look really cool.
Kenny Rogers Casey and Dolly Parton April.
Now there you go.
Yeah. Sorry I'm late. I was watching the Batman. Oh, it's so good. No spoilers. What the weird thing about it is the only spoilers there really is for how things happened. In your brain, you know what's happening. From the trailers, you know what's happening. But spoilers would be mostly events going up to what you expect, you know? You know where the
Yeah.
movie's going the whole time, but it's awesome how it weaves in and out. It goes through things, but yeah, still no spoilers.
Yeah. I have not seen it.
Nope.
So yeah, but you know, this was one too that I think Brian was alluding to. You know, like I think back when I chatted with him about when Series 6 was revealed, it's like, oh, the next series is going to have one of those variants that, you know, if people are into it, they're going to be cool. It's not going to be, you know, one of those that you can't live without. And I think like most people's brains went to like Battle Damaged Foot Soldier or something like that.
Mhm.
This is much cooler than that because this has reference to the vintage line.
Battle Damaged Foot Soldier still sounds pretty sweet, though.
Oh, I'd take it. I'm not saying that. It's just I like Gorilla. This is a swerve that's cool. And Punker Dawn. This wave is all about like swerving on those expectations because the teaser with the coconut and the banana, everybody's like, oh, it's Sergeant Bananas. Nope, it's Gorilla.
Mhm.
Donatello as Punker, it's like, oh, well, if it's going to be Donatello, it's going to be Undercover Don. Nope, it's Punker Don. You
Mhm.
know, a variant that people can live without. Oh, Battle Damaged Foot Soldier. They did him in reaction and this and that. Nope, it's Michelangelo Metalhead. So this is a really crazy wave just for that.
It is. It's so good. And looking at the vintage figure, which I didn't ever have, this isn't too far from that, but it's a nice kind of modernization.
That vintage figure was one of my favorite bad guy figures, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't until later that I knew that Triceratons were actually an army builder. I thought this was a unique character for most of the time when I was a kid, because his name was Triceraton. It made sense to me, right? But man, this figure is oof. This is one of the fairly earlier figures, midway through figures when I was collecting them, that I've loved my whole life. So I was really excited for this one.
You know what I was eyeballing, Mitch? He's got armor. He's got a wrap up there. He's got some spiked gauntlets, and he just threw on sweatpants. Just kind of, and here we go.
He's got that laser dagger thing going on, and
Yeah.
a rat belt.
What's the rat? Was that just something crazy they put on the original figure, or
no? These dudes eat rats.
oh, so that's snack packs.
Yep, that's snack packs
hanging off his belt.
Yep. So this is cool. And it's funny because that the gun that he comes with, that went straight to Bebop when I was a kid.
This one?
Yep, because it looked like his cartoon gun.
Really? Oh, well,
yep.
Yeah. And does this replace a hand?
No,
or does that plug on the back or something?
No, you pop the hand off. It's like a cuff, and then you'd pop the hand back on.
Oh, so it come. Oh,
well, there you go.
It's right there.
There you go.
Okay. I'm down with it. Well, okay, I say that. You know me. I try to stick A and B, maybe C. Mm-hmm. That's getting a little deep for my well.
Triceraton is?
Yeah.
But man,
in fact, looking at all these,
look at him and look at how big he is.
I know. It's just I don't know. I got to stick to what I know, except for Punker Don, because it's Donatello. I know Donatello. He's just in a different costume,
and he's the best turtle. But look at how small he and Metalhead Mikey are right here. This is
well. The thing about it, they also posed them vintage style. Look at those legs bent like that. That looks very vintagey.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
And I hate talking about figures from the late 80s, early 90s as vintagey, but I guess I kind of feel the same about Star Wars and stuff.
This is a crazy wave. I remember Series 6 was announced, and I was included in that. People lost their minds because Scratch was a part of that wave, right? Now, compared to this, that seems like tame because this is so crazy. It just counteracts what you were expecting, right? Which is good. When I think that is really, really good, because to me, companies aren't going to do that if it's like, well, we don't know if we're going to make more than a couple more assortments here. The
I know when I looked at this, it was like, man, this is kind of this. I feel like, well, depending on what comes after, this will be known as the kind of deep dive wave. For the most part, a lot of plastic though when you look at it.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so with turtle variants in the actual waves, it was okay. So we started. It was Raph, Leo, Mike, Dawn, and then it was Leo, Mike, Dawn. Raph should be up next in order, unless you like count the Undercover Raph exclusive is taking a spot, but I don't know. But okay, so let's say Raph
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Let's say Raph is in the next assortment. Which one you want?
Oh man, see that even some of the later variations. I've looked at card backs and pictures and thought, I do not remember this. That was as I was getting, junior high school up there. Raph though, I'm trained to think space. But what are some other variations? Was there?
I mean, there were so many other variations. I mean, my feeling is that I would want it to be Deep Space Raph or Heavy Metal Raph, and not necessarily a like Soccer Raph or what was he like? He was dressed up like Well, I've got the figure right down here. He's got a coonskin cap on for the like Wild West turtles or something like that, right? So
Wild West turtles. The thing about
Donatello
it,
was a cowboy.
thing
Donatello was a
about it,
cowboy.
that's okay. I was, in fact, a minute ago, I was going to ask, wasn't there one as a cowboy? Of course, it's Donatello. I would
Yep.
remember that. Uh,
Yep.
but you saying the heavy metal Raph, going by theme, none of these go together yet.
Right.
Now I know that Mikey and Leo were in the same assortment, right?
Right.
But thematically, they don't go together
Yeah.
as a group.
That first variant assortment was just
Yeah.
what kind of fits, maybe. Yeah.
Star Trek Raph. That would be, oh well, they do have a Star Trek license, don't they? Are they doing reaction?
Yeah, they are. I don't know. I think I'd want Deep Space or Heavy Metal Raph. I don't know though.
Deep Space feels like a good combination of the first four, even though Donatello kind of steps out of what Ninja Snake Eyes Raph. I, I remember that in my head now. I'm picturing it. Oh, wait a second. Could they do that? Could they do? Because you're talking about the wrestling one, right? Or are you talking straight up Ninja Snake Eyes? Because I went to Raph in All in Black, which is comic book, right?
That's Wrestler Raph.
Could they do that in? I mean, they technically could, right? But would they? Since there wasn't a figure, maybe?
I don't know.
Was there a figure?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I mean, we know.
Of course, you. That's straight up.
um, so it's obvious that NECA is making like Archie comic based figures, right? Like
Oh
straight
well,
from the
yeah.
source. Like some of it even artist specific. What I would love to eventually see in Ultimates is doing retrofit of, okay, so let's say
Mhm.
Jaguar, just because he was announced by NECA as a straight up pulled from a page of a Mutanimals comic, right? What I would like to see in Ultimates is taking Jaguar, adapting him how he would have looked with a vintage figure, and then ultimating that up.
Oh
That would
man.
be
Okay, okay, design team. We're gonna need you to think very
or
playmatesy, and
well,
then take that and
or
yeah.
think about the frogs, right? Genghis and Napoleon, easy. They had vintage figures.
Mhm.
Rasputin and Attila didn't, though. So Napoleon didn't look anything like he did in the cartoon, and he didn't look anything like Genghis in the vintage toy. So let's get a little nuts and bring those other two in as well, and have them look completely different. You know?
Right. Hey, you want to get nuts?
Yeah. Let's get
Let's get
nuts.
nuts.
Was that a Batman spoiler?
Yes, sorry. They threw that in there too. All the
But
Mutanimals vintage style.
yes, that'd be rad.
And even with those, they could keep on chugging along with turtle variants in the waves.
Yep.
But what brought that whole segue, still within Turtle Land, on was talking about turtle variants that never had figures in the vintage line. Ow,
Mm,
microphone! Why you want to hit me?
yeah.
You, which would be the same situation, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
I
The
would like to see, mostly because out of everything Archie, and I think I wish listed this one time, didn't I? Was the wrestling Raph?
yeah.
Yeah. Hell, I'm thinking about getting extra, making my own. I mean, it's just a black paint job with white eyes, right?
Yeah, I don't know,
In,
man. I don't think you're
in,
gonna need to do
in
that.
fact, I saw the same thing with uh I'm reading through the newer Star Wars comics, and they're doing this whole storyline between Empire and Jedi, or they have done it. I think it's over now, where Boba Fett actually loses Han at on some planet, and he's having to fix something. The carbonite's starting to break down, and he's not going to make it to Jabba's palace. So he's got to get that fixed, and it gets stolen by. Actually, it gets stolen by Solo, the crime syndicate.
Oh, Dryden?
But it's Kira.
Oh.
She's running
really
in Empire time, or well, later, you know. So that comes in, and then Vader and the Hutts and all this. But to raise the money on that planet to pay whoever's fixing the thing, he has to fight in a gladiator ring, and he paints himself completely black and says, "Call me Django." And I'm like, oh, I need another Boba Fett to paint all black. ooh, another Boba Fett variant. So
he and Wrath can fight
hang
in
out.
the gladiator pit.
Crimson Dawn.
Yeah,
you guys remember, because I was trying to go Black Sun, and
so I can never think of Crimson Dawn because I always think of Asian Dawn, which is from Die Hard.
Yeah.
When Hans is making his demands, he read about them in Time magazine, and he wanted them freed as part of his demands. So when I hear Crimson Dawn, I think of Asian Dawn from that.
How about Red Dawn?
Well, they did. Did they do Ultimates of that, or reaction of that?
Of Wolverines? I don't remember. I can't keep track of all the reaction.
I can't.
And Roadhouse.
Yeah.
You butthole. That's too much dong talk. Dawn.
DAWN. He even spells it like that.
Oh, Crimson Dawn was was that an X-Men thing? Was that when Psylocke got the eye tattoos or something?
Probably.
Oh, how about this? Just plain Steve. Do you think Super 7 would ever do TMNT figures with action features like Sewer Swim and Donatello? It would be a ballsy move.
Like with the actual action features, I would guess not. At least not Ultimates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, because what, Donatello couldn't even stand up because of that action feature, right?
Did he have like swim gear on?
No, he had this like jet propulsion looking thing, but his legs kicked.
Oh, wait. I think I remember seeing a commercial of that back in the day.
Yeah. And like Leonardo's arms circled around with his swords or something, I think, and Mikey's wrist spun all the way around, if I'm remembering correctly.
The nunchucks to propeller.
Yeah. I think that'd be tough. I could see those represented in Ultimates, but not with the action.
I feel like it would be, without the action features. Have all the extras, but got Dawn of the Dead. Hey man, it's not me, it's Chad. That would be an oddball movie. That's probably not in the regular section. You have to go through the curtain at the video store.
No, it's not what you think. It's what's his name from 16 Candles.
Oh. You know what? I somehow I've never seen a lot of those movies from that era.
Really?
I haven't seen it completely through. I don't know how. Yeah, I've seen parts and pieces.
I had to come to those later on, obviously, because I wasn't watching Brat Pack movies when I was like little, but I think I've seen most of them,
except for Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Well, that's who says Asian. That's who Hans says Asian Dawn to, is the principal. He's the Chief,
That's right.
deputy chief, and
You mess with the bull.
yeah, yeah.
Raph spun on his back.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep. Okay, now I'm seeing it right here. But yeah, there are so many variants for turtles, which I think that was my point. It was like that line had just as many turtle variants as it had unique characters. So pulling from all different places is an interesting thought.
How about a Jack Burton? You know what
I
Jack
want a
Burton
whole,
always says.
I want a whole big double line.
You know, that's not well, they seem to stop, right? They didn't even go anywhere after the first what are we talking about? The electronics figure loyal subjects.
Ugh.
Best action.
Oh God, no. Sorry, I don't mince words. Those things are terrible.
May the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
Yes, sir. The check is in the mail.
Mayfix. Oh, a Mayfix Jack Burton.
I'd take it.
Starting with Nutty Professor. What?
What?
No. You start with Golden Child.
You start with Akeem.
You start
Or
with
Axel
wow, yeah.
Foley.
Oh, I want a John Goodman pest control figure from Arachnophobia. Oh, you know what? That would have been a kick-ass Jack Burton Ash team up.
Well,
That's just too much manliness for one movie.
doesn't Jack Burton and Buckaroo Banzai live in the same shared universe? I think I read something about that one time.
I've never seen Buckaroo Banzai.
I've only seen it once, so I'm not as big a fan of it as a lot of people are. But I think they live in the same shared universe.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, NECA has a Kurt Russell mold.
Well,
They
and
need to do.
they've got they've got a relationship with Kurt Russell too. So
Right. Which makes me think, need a Snake Plissken.
Snake's cool. I want Jack Burton first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Little Trouble was a reworked Buckaroo sequel.
Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy in his leather outfit from Raw is the only right answer.
Yeah.
I want the knife. Oh. So the Fortnite line has become my favorite, and I'm a little concerned with nothing shown announced since October. I think there's a reason. Don't want this line to end anytime soon. The new figures are just now trickling out, but it is odd we haven't. Have they done a Fortnite Fan First Friday type thing, or has it just been during shows?
I think it's just been during shows.
Well, I say show like online PulseCon.
Right. But my thing on that is that it seems strange that there hasn't been as much out there as the other brands. But I think if you follow John or Praeternia with stuff that isn't officially official, but definitely in existence, I think you'd probably feel pretty good about it, right?
Yeah, because for some reason well, maybe it was because of some of the lists we've seen seem so out there, like they're doing all this planning. Maybe they're going to hit hard. In fact, it's only been in the past few weeks that I saw Wave 1 at my Walmart, and they got a couple of cases.
I would say this too. I'm going to bet that Jazzwares was rolling with 6-inch Fortnite. Hasbro probably had to come in and commit a lot of money. to
Yeah.
get that license. And so that's part of it. I would say another part of it too is that Snake Eyes figure. That's a Fortnite figure. You got to remember that Hasbro owns Joe. They have licensing with other partners that have been in Fortnite now. I see a lot of stuff happening in the future with that. I don't think I would be worried about Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't see a Overwatch situation happening here. I feel like there's a lot
Yeah.
of potential for they may be tweaking here and there because like what somebody say they saw the Dio and Siona pack 50% off at Target. Not exactly the most exciting of figures 2-pack. You know what I mean? And I get it. Get some more human characters, and I like those because you can put them anywhere. But I think it's the animals and the foods and the wacky
I
ones that are.
they haven't gotten to my stuff yet, right? When I
Yeah,
say Fortnite stuff, that's selfish sounding or self-centered, and it is. But the food characters and the weird ass ones, not just the monsters and the humans, right?
and Bean, I have that page still open in my browser, and I have the link to it. I have it posted at the bottom of each of my weekly. It's in my weekly uh, notepad thing that I put all the information for the weekly on.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I do a new weekly, I erase the pertinent parts that I need to change. I leave the man cakes link at the bottom and check it daily because that's my batter and butter, I guess.
Your
So
butter and syrup.
yeah, butter and syrup. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
that.
yeah, me too. That's the first one that's got me like, ooh, I needs.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. It's
And
I
plus,
think it's coming.
yeah, and I think that there's going to be a lot of brand working together with Joe, and I mean, potentially, Marvel could potentially be in there too, right?
Well, no, I think that's cross licensing. I think that has to do with Disney and
Right, but
Fortnite.
right, but I would
But
say
well,
the
because
possibility of that happening is a lot greater with Fortnite at Hasbro than Jazzwares.
well, the thing about that new Thor design is his Fortnite design.
Yeah.
So I mean, I see it
It's
like that,
it's
but
funny because when I saw that, I was like, I don't know that Thor design. And when I was looking it up, like the first 50 comments on it that I saw was that's Fortnite Thor.
yeah. So maybe like that, but and they're not going to do DC characters in this
Right.
Fortnite line.
Right.
Yeah, there are more Marvel characters. Deadpool was the first. I've played that game once, and when I showed any interest in it, my son was, "Hey, you know you can get Deadpool." I was like, "I don't know how to do that," and he was like, and got me Deadpool, and then I've never played it again. Damn it, I haven't went back.
Oh.
Or yeah, that's the Galactus. You think the Loot Crate turtle thing they're going to ship like 2 or 3 at once when it comes around?
I don't know. I'm hoping that it's going to be soon. And but I have no idea. Yeah, I want those figures, especially Scrag and the Dark Turtle too, but I don't know.
Yeah, the Dark Turtle's the highest on my list.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that there's going to be some communication about that soon. But it feels like it should be soon, but I have no idea. That's the trouble when you're sourcing things from a bunch of different places and you got to get it all to, because it may very well not be the figures that we're waiting on, right? It may be a pin or
Coffee
something,
cup.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So I'm hoping we're going to hear updates from Loot about that, because I know people are like, "Oh, why hasn't NECA updated us on that?" The truth of the matter is that, like Trevor, he doesn't know. He gets the figures through when they go into full production at the factory, and then that's a Loot thing. So
Yeah.
I hope Loot updates us soon.
Because it's like a owned,
Right.
but the toy guys, the figure guys, and then Loot Crate's over here doing their thing, packing different things in boxes and working with other companies.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, Scrag is a big one for me. So
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. And
Ooh.
like you said, maybe they're all going to hit like one after another, because you got to think that if not for the shipping delays, it's probably been a pretty successful program for them. But I can't imagine them kicking another Loot up before these are done, right?
Right. But at the same time, wait, okay. They announced nothing but the figures before, right? Or we don't know what we're going to get in the Loot Crate until we get the Loot Crate, besides the figure.
Correct, because apparently spoiling crates is a thing, which I didn't know. But yes, that's part of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Oh, yeah, and you get a couple of magnets and a pin in here. Don't, you're spoiling the. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
It's part of the surprise.
I
Then
guess
why are you
so.
watching this? Why are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
But so they could put anything. If one of those things are holding up the crates, you would think, oh, well, let's take this, what we do have, put it in here, and then wait for the other one for the later crate. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's
Yeah,
logistics.
that's a thing. That's a complicated business model.
Yeah.
You know, it is. So I don't know. I hope it's soon though.
You
Because
think
I
we'll get a
want to.
standard release of Armagon now that NECA's doing Archie Comics? Uh-oh. Is there a possibility?
I would think.
Yeah, anything's a possibility, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's probably a big. I mean, it fits the theme of them having a different theme for each crate. You know, movie, comic, video game, cartoon. He fit into that well, but I think that's probably the reason why you got the video game Armagon and Loot Crate, because I have a feeling we're going to see him later.
I am searching something real quick.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, you know what? I would too. Yeah, look at that. Where'd you go? There you are. Dark Turtle t-shirt with just the logo on it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a gray shirt with a yellow oval and a turtle.
Yeah.
All these pictures are so small. Although
Yeah,
at a distance, it kind of looks like a nose.
it does. Damn it.
There we go. It's close. Does he actually have a purple bandana, or is it just eyes? And I'm projecting a purple bandana.
I think it's just the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd take one.
I wants it. I needs it.
Maybe maybe that's what's going to be in the box. He is the darkness that sniffs in the night.
Does Usagi go up this week? Yeah, I believe Usagi and the Neutrinos are on Tuesday. Yep. That's a really cool pre-order day.
What's the other thing? The
Usagi and the Neutrinos.
Oh, the Neutrinos.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was going to be the Secret of the Ooze figures.
That is in April,
2
I
weeks.
think.
2 weeks. Oh, no. 2 weeks and then 2 weeks, huh?
Well, I don't remember if Ooze is March or April. For some reason, I thought that it was April, because after 2 weeks of Usagi and Neutrinos, isn't that when the whole holothon thing starts?
March 18th.
Okay, so maybe not quite 2 weeks. but be busy because that goes on for a month, right?
I think so. And
I can't
is that going to be
remember.
like a reveal a day or something, or is that just going to be like?
I think stuff's going to be available to get. I don't know.
What's in the box? I think Secret of the Ooze is 322.
Is it? Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, it is right there. Whew. Whew. Lots of stuff between Super 7 orders and NECA pre-orders. It's ooh,
Pillaged my bank account.
yeah.
Oh, it may be a Friday to Friday thing. I don't know. I just don't see Target and well, the Holothon website, I guess, coordinating a daily type situation.
It's gonna be
But who knows? We'll see.
yeah. I'm just interested to see what's going to be available there, and I hope it's readily available.
Well, we know the robot turtles are coming, huh?
The
The
robot
robot
turtles.
turtles and something else.
Oh well, yeah.
I got the SHF Deadpool.
Duh.
Yeah, it's Deadpool. I've seen it's kind of small and it's missing holsters, so we'll see how that goes. No pistols. How does that work?
Deadpool.
And I've got Goliath.
You know, since no pistols, maybe they should have done the original movie accurate Deadpool instead.
Original movie accurate Deadpool.
From the Wolverine movie.
You son of a bitch. How dare you? You know what? I wouldn't mind having a 6-inch figure of that just to, have
As a piece
around.
of Deadpool history, but not as a primary, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just to have on the long line standing there looking all sad. Ask
Yeah, I
WB.
don't ask lots of people now. Yeah, my import buying has gone way, 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 way down. I'm not even as quite as
Has it
excited
really
about
though? Has it really?
Well, I was gonna say Star Wars and the comic Metacom figures are the ones that I'm sticking with the
Yeah.
most at this point.
And they've slowed way down on Star Wars.
Yeah. And while the Metacom Storm looks cool, every time one of those is announced, it's like, why wasn't it Colossus or Beast?
Or the correct black costume Storm.
Yeah, well, there you go. You're gonna start a fire right here at the
That's
fight
right.
right here at the end.
As we're going off the air. All right.
I gotta go, but talk amongst yourselves.
Y'all think the SHF Start Boba is worth it over the Black Series? It's a nice figure. It wasn't until afterwards that people pointed out that, it wasn't supposed to be a full-on skirt kilt situation. So I may have to do some playing with mine. And I do, even after, at the end of the review, I said, I don't think I even need the Black Series now.
I don't have either
What's wrong?
one, so I
I need
can't
to
make
compare.
that. Is that Boba Fett Black Series figure out yet?
No, it's out. Well, it's trickling
Okay.
around.
Now the Tython one, that's supposed to have that white shit on his face, right?
Why shit on his face? Is that yeah, he's not supposed to be quite well, no. That's him after in the desert for a while and stuff, so I'm not sure.
But I mean, I just got that figure and it's like very apparent.
The robes are supposed to be black is the big thing with that one.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got.
You're worried about the white shit.
Well, that's
Oh, is
what
it supposed to have? Yeah, that's before he went in the back to.
back to. Right.
Yeah.
It's just very strong on the figure, it seems to me.
Back to thing up.
But I guess so is the blue on bib.
Yeah. Some questionable.
But other than that, I really like bib.
Yeah. Looks nice. I kind of
Fennec's my
wish.
favorite from the wave, I think, though.
Which one?
Fennec.
Fennec is pretty good.
No.
I got that figure and I don't feel like I need any others. I mean, yeah, I guess if
Any
a
other
figure arts
Fennecs?
popped up.
Nah. Oh, maybe, yeah. But that's a good, as we've seen Fennec up to this point. You're
Yeah.
right. It's a definitive version.
I have heard people having some scrapage if they put on the mat, constantly swap the mask on and off.
I haven't done that yet, and I like got it halfway on the head, and I was like, I think she's gonna be another. I'm holding my helmet here anyway, so
That's right where I have it.
yeah. Along with like the entire Bad Batch, except for Tech, because he looks weird without his goggles. Oh,
you have these that coming too. Some goggles to go on his head. You can make them all matching.
Nice.
If you don't know, I have the Veebs pile over here. It's his stuff is right here.
I need to take a picture of the Robo pile because I don't think you're going to believe it right now. I think it's more than
really?
what you're probably imagining.
Well, it's been quite a few months, hasn't it? It's been a while.
Yeah. It was when I got we were talking about them before. We got those Masterverse samples.
Has it been that long? No, I think I've been up there since then, right?
I don't think so.
Damn.
I don't think so. So it'd been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Been a minute.
Wait, didn't I come up and we just messed with your Star Wars shelf, or was that before that?
That was before that.
It was like, you want to shoot something? Nah. Just want let's just put toys on your shelf.
Till like 3 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you get the glasses, Robo? Somebody sent these to me. I'll have to double check. I think I put it in a play day. I'll go back and look at notes because
he's got so many bits and bobs of Star Wars paraphernalia.
I think it was from somebody local, or well, I say local. It's in the state. When I got the package, I thought, wow, package from Arkansas. And then it had some 3D printed stuff in it.
Oh. I thought you said local within the states, as in like not global, within the state itself. Wow.
And if I remember right, I don't think they have an online shop, but I'm sure if you look up goggles on Etsy or because it comes with his data pad too.
Dang. Yeah. You said that just the other day. I was thinking about something that I needed for a figure, and I went on Etsy, and sure enough, I hadn't bought it yet. But what was it? I can't remember. Yeah? But it's like if something's missing and it's conspicuous, you can usually find it.
I've been doing that a lot lately of extra parts, add-ons to Star Wars full-on customs. I don't know if it's because Figure Arts has slowed down and Black Series has kind of slowed down, really. And when they do give us it's not the version we wanted or something, because somebody wins the next play day, and it should be soon. I've got lots of parts and pieces to show, like.
Yeah.
It's right here, still waiting to be finished. I'm waiting for his rifle. But I feel more comfortable doing Star Wars because they're a long time. I kind of stopped customizing because all these companies were like, you'd make something and then they'd make it. It's like,
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, after seeing the Batman, are you going to pre-order the Mezco figure on Tuesday? It's a lot more tempting because I feel like that would be, well, I need to see it first to make sure everything looks on the up and up. But yeah, that if I were to do that, if I wanted that Batman on my shelf, I'd probably go with the Mezco because Mafex, it'd be 2 years from now before we get it. A year from now before they show it, and then a year out schedule, and then 6 months of pushing.
Is Todd not making one? Oh no, he is.
Todd did make one, but there's been some problems with it. I think the cowl up head had the down cowl on it, and then the torso's turned upside down. I want the Batman to go along with like my Bales and my, which are Mafex.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I have a Batfleck.
Even all the horror stories that I had heard, because I like the movie so much, I went ahead and kept my pre-order just to see. But I got the Princess Bride figures this week too, and
yeah,
God,
really?
Oh, I've been waiting for those like my entire life, and it's like, oh,
yeah. What about Vizzini? You got to get it to.
I guess.
What are you gonna do?
I guess it's gonna be a, what is it, a like hate buy or something like that. But
There's there's definitely a field to stuff, and I think there's good and there's bad, and a lot of stuff looks good, but I'm not sure.
That side-eye thing is real. I don't know what the dark circles are around Fezzik's eyes, and man, those swords are laughable. Oh my gosh.
Oh, really? I hadn't seen them in person.
Oh, they're huge. Yeah, it's unfortunate because that type of thing keeps me from giving them chances for other stuff too. So
because I think I'm focused down on like monster type characters because that Man Bat and Killer Croc look awesome. And the Joker Dragon.
The day after I got those, then I saw that Man Bat and I was like, that would be okay. Yeah, I'm going to give this a shot. But now it's like, man, I'm.
Wait, are you talking like articulation wise, or just the side eye, or just how they stand, or
everything? The articulation is done by. It just feels like it was done by somebody who doesn't care about articulation. The likenesses aren't very good.
Yeah, the live action stuff I've never been.
They're gangly. Fezzik comes with a peanut, which is hilarious, but it's like the size of a baked potato. I don't know. Yeah. It's just not good.
That's why
I wanted it to be. I wanted to like them because I love that movie so much, but I just I don't.
If NECA or Super 7 did tattoo, would you want printed tattoos or stickers like the vintage figure? I don't. Is this Turtle? What is tattoo?
Tattoo is a sumo wrestler looking character.
Oh, really?
That's a tough one. I am, as a rule, not a huge fan of stickers or decals applied to figures because it just, I remember my vintage tattoo figure. I think I put like one sticker on it and I was like, this looks terrible. But technology is better now. I could place them better. If NECA did tattoo, I would be like, just paint him the way that he's supposed to be, because that wasn't a part of the, cartoon piece of it anyway. I mean, he was a hamster, for God's sake. But Super 7, it's almost like, how do you not do them that way? And I guess what I would say is that I would wish that they would do stickers and water slide decals so I can send them to him and have him put the water slides on there so they sit really nicely and naturally. But I can't do that shit, so somebody would have to do it for me.
Oh, I repainted my Fezzik. The sculpt is there.
Is it? Oh, it's not doing it any favors with the.
Like I said, I haven't seen him in person. And I did watch the interview recently where he was like, he's heard the complaints. He's going to back off on the side eye, but when he feels it needs it, it's going to be like a little bit of side eye.
I'll say this, it's a strange,
it's a very Todd
choice.
thing.
It's a strange choice. But if it says anything, that's like not even the thing that bothers me the most about them. So I'll say that.
Yeah.
The ankles are weird. They're gangly. The swords. Yeah, I don't know.
You think we're ever going to get real Ghostbusters figures in the Plasma series?
Man, I hope so. I feel like that's where it needs to go next. I get that there wouldn't be the rampant reuse that can happen with movie figures from figure to figure, because I mean Diamond did it for a lot of them, and it's easy to call out that it's not appropriate. But to me, that's where the real collector line lies, right? There's so many, not just the Ghostbusters themselves, but variants of the Ghostbusters, all the cool ass ghosts. I mean, that's how you build that would definitely be a fun nostalgia collector line to make. That's what I want from Ghostbusters next is that.
I need the trash can ghost. Yep. That's the only one I had.
Yep. There are a few more characters from the movie, I guess, that I would want Hasbro figures for, but man, I feel pretty good about the amount of movie Ghostbusters figures I have at this point. So
yeah, alternate head. I wouldn't mind side eye because it is dynamic, but if it's the only option, it cuts back. It has less options than straight eye, straightforward eyes.
Well, and my thing with that too is that if everybody's doing that, it's like you put them together in a display. It's like, what the are you guys looking at over there? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I used to make fun of Bandai, they would have their regular head looking straight forward, and then they'd include an alternate head that was just side eye.
Slightly,
and I thought, this is dumb, but I think it's dumber to have that as the only option.
Yeah. An alternate head as an option, I will never complain about that kind of thing. And because even if it was like, even if it was just like Vicini, like looking like, oh, look at me, I'm, this liar and whatnot. Okay. But, and I thought maybe that I'd have to go pick up the figures, but it's like, okay, if Inigo is looking one way and Dread Pirate Roberts is looking the other way, maybe they're like looking at each other that way, but they're looking the same way, I think.
Well, it could be the swap from I'm not left-handed, for just a split second. That's the exact scene. I saw on the Green Arrow too. I wouldn't mind it so much on the Green Arrow if you're going to pose him looking down the bow or something, but he made him looking this way.
Trick shot. No look shot.
He's pulling a Hawkeye, and I believe someone like Green Arrow could be ambidextrous, so I'm okay with putting him the other way. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, hey, let's do it. I like that. Let's do it on everything. It's like all those years of I don't want to put articulation into it because it destroys the artistry of the action figure. And finally relented on that front, and then had to have something else to control. Like You're only gonna your figures are only gonna be allowed to look one direction.
Yeah, it's like he needs somebody that can tell him no. um, but that whole thing with the articulation too. It's like, well, I buy action figures with that in mind. I don't buy
Yeah,
statues.
yeah. I'd buy statues. I'd go to
Right,
Sideshow if I wanted
right.
pre-posed figures.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, it's
I
just
like going
it's
through that museum though. I like looking at them.
yeah,
Ooh,
but I
pretty.
don't need
But
them in my house.
yeah,
But yeah, that it's
hell, you nailed it. Figure Arts Boba Fett features the best of both worlds, straight eye and side eye, in the same head sculpt. It does. I'm sorry.
I know, I saw your pictures.
And it's not like I chose the better one or anything. Yours is sitting here and it's got the same thing. Boba Fett.
Oh.
I is that a One Direction joke? I can't remember.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? But it's like, dude, you think of yourself as an artist, and that's great. You are. Let's do cool shit with that, not weird shit with that.
They oh yeah, jam bowling ball size pins in the ankles. They are getting a little bit better with that too. They're putting sculpt on stuff. It's becoming a little bit more hidden. It's like a very slow learning curve of
It's definitely one of those things. Is like the demand is there for the articulation, and we want to make the money, so we need to put it in there. But I don't really give a crap about it, so I'm not thinking about it a whole lot. But
yeah.
it's got to get better, right?
Because a lot of the time it looks like the sculpt was done, articulation jammed in. But how? And it all came about because what was the first line with
How
it?
very late '90s of you.
Fortnite. Yeah. With the Fortnite line, because he was still doing the same old thing, and then the Fortnite line had articulation. And I think they looked at that and thought, oh, that's getting a few sales.
Yeah.
Then they started adding it to everything. But it's the same joint system in everything. So I got to think that's a addition later. But
Yeah.
it is evolving a bit. That's not me defending it either, because I don't buy anything
It's one of those
except for the
things
crazy
that
ones.
to me it's one of those things that the learning curve seems so much slower than it needs to be in a time like this because of the way that stuff is designed almost everywhere else these days, right? It's like
Mhm.
it's built in with all of these things and these choices in mind at the very like the sculptor is working on it stage, you know? It's just I there are plenty of action figures out there that have super articulation where the articulation is integrated very, very, very nicely. And if you care about that form and whatnot, then do it that way. I don't know. I wanted decent Princess Bride figures, and I'm just disappointed in them right now.
That's after 30 years of doing it one way, though. Wait, 30, 20 something. Yeah. In fact, I was at a comic shop this weekend and I ran vintage stock and saw Tortured Souls figures. It's like,
Wow.
wow, I haven't seen these in a while.
Or what was his other one? That Christmas line. Do you remember that?
Was that the crazy Todified
Yeah,
Christmas
where like
character?
Mrs. Claus was like a pole dancer or something like that. Oh God. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well, you know what's happening later today? I bet
Is
you're
this wrestling
excited about
related?
AEW Revolution.
Didn't they lose their main dude though?
And Cody was one of the
Oh,
originals, but nobody knows if that's
a
like
work?
a
Is it a
yeah, a
work?
work or if it's shoot. Like, oh no. We'll see if
Hmm.
he's going to show up in WWE
Oh,
after trying to get out of there for so long. Oh, so it's about that time. I mentioned that because I got it. It's almost time. Well, it's about time to get off, even with us jumping on late
Yeah.
because of Veebs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been
I
our couple hours, and then
yeah, we didn't we didn't even talk about all the cool new Joe shit, man.
yeah, because I was thinking, man, that's a long time ago. We talked about that. No, we didn't.
We hadn't had a chance to talk about it, but the new Joe shit is rad.
It is cool.
I'm just hoping I can get a pulse order in for those vintage retro figures because I
Oh, yeah,
worry
it's
about
so coming,
Walmart
isn't it? I
exclusive.
forgot about that. They said end of the month, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we'll know more about that here in 2 weeks. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Veebs owes us 10 more minutes.
I get blamed for everything.
I haven't. I was out of town yesterday whenever those were all going up. There was some good stuff, but ooh, those Street Fighter figures are.
I saw that and I was like, I don't know who that's supposed to be, but that's not who that's supposed to be.
And I get it. They came out one time in Ryu and Ken, and I can't remember Kenny's supposed to be, but they came out in that gear. But man, yeah, that's heads don't even look like, especially compared to other heads we've seen them actually do.
How early is it? Are those like,
Oh, it's probably got a while before they come out,
yeah,
I
well,
think.
that could be a good thing sometimes.
Yeah, but I'll have to go dig up all those pictures and stuff because some good stuff, some bad stuff. Oh, thank you. It's Thursday.
The big 6-0.
The big 3-0. The big 3-5. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
3-5.
Me and Pixel Dan.
Yeah, you guys have the same birthday, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I'll share.
You're older, right? You had it first.
Yeah. I've got 5 or 6 years on them.
Oh,
35 plus 2,
well,
37.
37.
Yeah. He outed me. Damn it.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
So right off into the sunset.
as is the way about it.
Mm-hmm. Yay. I'm sure there'll be more stuff to talk about. Hell, we came into here going, don't know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
grab some
you should have
pictures.
like queued up a birthday song. Someone's got for the outro for this one. It's like
Those are probably all copywritten.
someone's got a birthday. I wonder who.
Is that a song?
It's from King of the Hill.
Oh, because I haven't heard a birthday song in a while.
And all it is Bill singing it. That it's just someone's got a birthday. I wonder who.
YouTube's right now is probably going, hey, stop it. Knock it off.
Oh, I ruined
But
it again.
yep. Okay, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming by.
Yeah, it was
Just
fun.
talking toys. I'm sure. Yeah, unless that's my thing this week. We'll see you in
Keep
2
that
weeks unless I
paper
get hit
dry.
by a bus.
God damn it.
What? Yep. Bye.